So the revamped Viz Media app is here, and boy oh boy does it have some options for you. Unlike its predecessor, the Shonen Jump app, the Viz Media app offers a wide range of genres from shoujo to horror to slice of life and much more, as well as features some collections from some of the greats like Junji Ito and Rumiko Takahashi. And like the Shonen Jump, it does offer a nice standard price of $2.99 a month, as long as you don't exceed 100 chapters. Less complicated than another app that's out there right now. So I decided to check out what kind of series are on this Viz Media, and I started with this one called My Special Someone. It focuses on a young girl who had some really bad experiences with the opposite sex and has sworn off ever trying to find love or a boyfriend or anything and such. One day at her family restaurant, though, a very famous J-pop star shows up, and instead of getting the reaction he was hoping for from her, he ends up, getting totally rejected and told off. But instead of just kind of leaving it at that, he becomes very interested in this girl, and he's made it his mission to show her that she can find her special someone, unaware that he himself might be becoming that person. So what did I think of this series? I think it's very adorable. It is. It's really cute. You have this girl who's lost all confidence in love, and you have this idol who's pretty much very optimistic, or so it seems, because he's also hiding something that our main female character is determined to find out what his secret is. But she's also determined to kind of prove to him that she is worthy enough of being his girlfriend, even if she might not fit the typical mold of what an idol's girlfriend would look like if she was accepted by the fans, because we all know how those idol fans go. I'm not sure how many volumes this is going to be. I was kind of just using the app to see if this would be something I'd be interested in continuing. Not sure yet if I want to buy it in physical, but I think I will continue to read this right now on the app. So I do recommend My Special One, especially if you're like somebody who's into the idol or somebody who likes romantic stories like this. This is definitely something you would be interested in. So I was scrolling through Viz Media and I came across this series, which I know a lot of people have been talking about. It's called My Love Mix-Up. If you don't know what the story's about, it's about a love triangle, an unusual one. The main character, he's in love with the girl who sits next to him, and one day he asks to borrow her eraser, and when he does, he realizes she's got a crush on the guy in front of him. But things take an awkward turn when the guy in front ends up getting the eraser from him and thinks that he is in love with him. And yeah, it gets a little chaotic. So what did I think? I only read like 5 chapters. I'm kind of like trying to... I'm not feeling the chemistry between the two male characters. It does kind of feel a little sudden and forced, and almost like the main character is like questioning, well, do I like him or don't I like him? It doesn't seem like he's naturally in love with him. It almost feels like he thinks he is being convinced to. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to continue reading it, but I do have it in my reading list, and I will probably go back to it at some point. But yeah, not one I was completely impressed with. Next up on my reading list on the Viz Media app was The Water Dragon's Bride. Now, I've heard a few people kind of like express an ick factor with this, which I understand. For those who don't know, the story is about a young girl from the modern world who gets pulled into a pool in her backyard and ends up in a kind of like fantasy realm where the water dragon is overseeing this one area, and she gets sacrificed by the villagers to be his bride. He isn't amused at first because he doesn't have any interest, but because she doesn't exactly run away from him, he decides to, yeah, alright, fine, I'll make you my bride. Now, yes, she is very underage in the beginning of this story, so I understand why a lot of people are kind of like, ugh. But as it proceeds, she does grow up, and he is not really the main love interest, at least I don't think he is so far, because I haven't finished reading it. There's another young boy she meets when she first arrives. They grow up together, and you can definitely sense the romance between the two of them. There isn't anything pervy in the beginning when she's a kid. The god is just kind of like, he could care less about humans, so he doesn't really have any interest in actually making her a bride. But later on, when she gets older, he starts to understand human emotions, and it's interesting. I wouldn't say pass it up just so quickly. It does have a very cute story. It's a different type of isekai. It's more in line kind of like with Inuyasha, and there's a bunch of villains who want to get a hold of her because they believe she has this power bestowed upon her by the water god. So it is really good, and I do recommend it. So I would definitely say check it out if you're on the app. Now, Rumiko Takahashi is one of my favorite mangakas. One of the things I love the most about her is how diverse her stories can be. This one in particular, Mermaid Saga, is a horror, and it focuses on a young man who, once upon a time, unintentionally ate the flesh of a mermaid and became immortal. So he is now spending centuries trying to undo that. And part of it is finding out, like, exactly, like, how terrifying mermaids can be. He also teams up with another girl who was also forced to eat the flesh of a mermaid. There's a lot of different types of dark mythology going on here with them. It's set in different stories that take place at different time periods, but it does still feature the main character, who is this guy. I am still reading this, I am enjoying it, and I really do love the fact that this Viz Media app has collected some of Rumiko Takahashi's best stories, and I am just delving right in. If you have not checked this out, I highly recommend it. Finally, we come to From Me to You. This is an adorable high school drama romance. Focuses on a girl who just wants to make friends, but everybody looks at her and thinks she's terrifying because she happens to resemble a very famous Japanese horror character. If you've watched The Grudge, you know who I'm speaking about. There is one person, though, at school who sees beyond all that and is always friendly and not afraid to look her into the eyes, because the rumor is if you do, you'll get cursed, and that's this young boy here. And they kind of start an unlikely romance, and I have to say, I like this better than Komi Can't Communicate. She's very socially awkward, and people take that and mistakenly think it's her being creepy when it's not. She just has very poor social skills, and he kind of sees beyond that and helps her start to warm up and relate better to everyone around her. Their dynamic is really cute. Like I said, he's very outgoing, he's popular, he has no problems with communicating with people, but he always makes it a point to kind of reach out to those who seem to be on the outskirts of the social circle. I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it, please check it out. It is adorable. I love it. So that's my take on a few of the series that are available on the Viz Manga app. I am definitely going to be checking out more and might even do a future video. Tell me down below in the comment section, were any of these your favorite, or are you interested in checking out any of these? I'd love to hear from you. Also want to remind everybody, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Otaku Tuesdays every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, check out my affiliate links below, and I will see you on the next video. For now, I wish everybody a great week, and we will be back again, as always, next Monday. Bye now.